I just go watch on YouTube or something. Close that door behind me when I leave. Done?
Do we just close?
We said about an hour. You like, thanks, guys. And
Okay.
you guys haven't ended the meeting before?
I was thinking about 4 hours, or 4.5.
Okay, hello everyone out there on the web universe. Welcome. I'm Sarah with Gallery One. And hi, thanks, Mary. See, it is helpful to have other humans watching. That's great. So we're streaming live to YouTube, and today, after all day of having live interviews with our Open Show Award winners, and then we have 360-degree views of about 20 artist studios on our website, gallery-one.org, as well as I think 10 or so artist demos. We ended the day getting the gang back together, so to speak, with Wilbo and Justin Gibbons, who I think you did the first Droodle for us many, many years ago. We looked back on some old Facebook photos, and that's what we found. So we hope everyone enjoys it. Grab a beverage, alcoholic or otherwise. Sketch. No one, you don't have to have your camera on. No one's watching you, so no pressure. Sketch. Have a good time. These guys will make sure you have a good time. They'll be imbibing as well, so don't hold back. So guys, thanks for being here for Droodle, and take it away.
Hey, thanks for having us. Welcome to what are we calling? You said you had a couple
I don't
names?
know, because I thought the name that was being kicked around was Pan Demos, but then I thought more about it, and it seems more obvious to call it a co-video.
Co-video, yeah. I think those both work. So you get to take your pick on what you're participating in here.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Well, should we just jump right in? We've got a few projects going. We got for this Droodle, we're gonna do some warm-up sketches. We're gonna do some. It's another project is a scribble doodle where there's no real pressure on it. We've got a nudie model later on. If you're a little bit bashful, you might want to.
That'll be the big reveal. So you gotta wait for the nudie model.
We got a nudie model. We'll do some drawings on that. And then we could take some suggestions from the crowd, or we also have the highly technical, brand new technology going into this, our random, object generator, where we have a list of a bunch of different things written down on paper. Highly technical, newly developed technology we're going to be working with here. It's a list of different items in a bowl, and we'll draw them out and see if we can get those thrown together, random objects.
Sounds good.
So should we get started with our first thing? One of my favorite things to draw in the whole world is rocket ships, because I'm a 12-year-old on the inside. So we'll go and start. We all know standard rocket ship parts. You got the rocket. And we'll just is this a good spot? Maybe right in here. Just go ahead and start with your ellipse. This is going to be your forward-facing rocket, and so you've got a couple of lines conjoined at the top, coming down. There you go. Fins coming out. It's starting to look like a rocket. We've all drawn this one before. It's actually kind of boring. This isn't it.
Yeah, how can you soup that up? We want the rocket 2.0 will.
Yeah, okay, so let's make this a little bit more dynamic. Let's go ahead. This is your rocket standard. Maybe we need one of these. That doesn't.
Okay.
No.
Well, that does help.
We'll step this up a notch. Let's go ahead and make it more dynamic. We'll give it 3/4 view. So go ahead. If you're using a pencil, this is where you draw light. If you're using a pen, don't worry about it. It's just your outline. So let's go ahead and give it some space to live in. We'll draw a line. And this is where we're going to get dimensional here. You got your square at the base. This isn't perfect either. I got this at kind of the wrong angle. You want these lines to ideally be at the same angle. Can you guys see that on there? No. Okay, we'll draw a little bit harder. These are lines you will erase. But yeah, better? No? Yes, okay, a little bit better. So go ahead and just give yourself a big oblong rectangle there, ice cube. All right, these are the lines you will be erasing. We're gonna draw a rocket inside here. So let's start out at the bottom of your rocket there. This part right here, this circle we're drawing in here, is this area right here, the rocket. It gives you an idea of what you're looking at. Does that make sense to everybody?
I got it. I see
Okay.
what you. I think I got an idea to where we're heading with this rocket
All right.
ship.
That's right. We're gonna start this section, this side right here. I'm gonna bring in right about there. We'll get this side here. It's gonna be right under here. And now we got a little bit more of a dimensional rocket going. Just go ahead and put some fins on this bad boy, bad girl. Go ahead and give yourself a line where that fin's gonna be jutting out from. And just come out of that box. Just like a shark fin popping out. And if I'm going too fast, sorry, if I'm going too slow, just fast forward it later. All right, we'll give it another line there. All right, and so we can see just the tip of the fin coming out here. You can even give yourself a little reference point in there. Hey, something like that.
Yeah.
You got to have your porthole so you can take your shots of the UFOs.
Or Neowise.
What?
You're checking out the comet that's
Oh,
visible
that's
right
right.
now.
Yeah. You know, that's past my bedtime. Has anybody seen that? Have you seen that?
Of course, it's past your bedtime.
Yeah, I go to bed at like 8:30.
Yeah.
All right, and this is the fun part. If you want to have it spewing out any type of special rocket fuel, maybe this is wind powered. I don't know. You can have fun with that. Maybe it's magical, so you can have stars. Of course, you can have stars on it. Something like that. There's some of those burners coming. You can see. All right, so pretty basic, but a good warm up. You can play with different designs, racing stripes, satellite dishes, whatever you want to do. Have fun with it.
Looks
Add on.
good.
Yeah, so this is kind of basic. Bring something out of that flat light into 3/4 view.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Should we do another? Do we want to do another
Yeah, let's go and flip these pairs right off. Let's go.
step-by-step type of drawing?
Sure.
I don't know. Is it my turn?
You got something in mind? Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Well, we kicked around a few ideas. I don't know. My go-to is an insect.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
here likes bugs? Raise your hand. All right. Well, I was just checking out these beautiful milkweeds in the garden. And if you notice, we do have milkweeds that grow around here. A lot of different things will come and pollinate those things. One of my favorite insects to observe, you're lucky if you spot one. It's called a milkweed longhorn beetle. Have you heard of that? So they're the color of a ladybird beetle, a ladybug, red and black, but they have the anatomy of your standard longhorn type of beetle. So why don't we try to, of course, I don't have a red marker. You'll have to imagine the red.
No.
Oh, I do. Okay. Well, maybe you'll have the pleasure of coloring.
Yes.
it.
Okay. That's what I'm about.
So if we're talking beetle anatomy, let's start with the body. We got 3 parts. We got the head. We got
Thorax.
thorax. There it is. Okay, and abdomen. So let's do those 3 things. Let's start with kind of like a gumdrop shape for the head. Let's do a marshmallow shape for the thorax.
I'm getting hungry now.
Me too. Yeah, what's up with the? Oh, and how about this? This is a drink and draw, right?
Yeah.
So maybe like a beverage of choice for the abdomen. Okay, so there we are. Now, the abdomen, it's a beetle, so it has wings. Typically, you don't see the wings on a beetle because they're folded up and hidden beneath the wing coverings. But we're going to indicate those coverings by drawing a vertical line down the back. Imagine that line is right dead in the center. That's not good symmetry there. Okay, next we got, let's do insect. We're talking 6 legs, right? So let's do our 6 legs. And we're gonna start with they're segmented. So got these joints visible.
Everything comes off the thorax?
Yeah, from underneath the thorax.
Okay.
So we're gonna give the imagine like little pebble shapes. So we're just gonna start with this first joint, and you're gonna give this guy 3 of those on either side. Next, think of like a long grain rice. That's gonna be the next segment of the leg. And I want some of these legs to orient upwards, maybe some downwards. I'll leave it up to you to decide which way you want the orientation to go. But for mine, I think what I'll do is I'll go up with the 4 legs, the front legs. So there's your long grain, piece of long grain rice. Let's do that. So maybe with these, I think I'll change the direction of those guys, go downwards. All right, now for the second segment, maybe let's say third segment of the leg, it's going to be a bit more linear and drawn out, a little skinnier. So almost like a stick.
Spaghetti.
Oh, a spaghetti, piece of spaghetti. There you go. Oh, how about baseball bat? That's what I want, baseball bat. Because we do, if we could do it, flare it a bit at the end. And these should be a bit longer than that segment, the long grain piece of rice segment you did. All right, now let's do a piece of barley. What you make beer from.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna swing that out to the side a little bit. Who here likes Valentine's Day? This is Will's favorite part. You get to make some hearts. So these are the toes. So we're going to stack a bunch of hearts on the end of each leg. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to do that on each one here.
I'm counting as you're doing them, making sure in my head.
Do we have them all there?
Yeah, I think so. You can add extra if you want, right?
No? That's flirting with someone. And then finally, let's cap these little legs off with a couple toes. So you can just give that a little bit of personality. Swing them out to the side, maybe. Okay. So if we got a longhorn beetle here, this thing's going to have some mandibles, some mouth parts. But generally, those aren't going to be very visible if you're looking at the top of this thing. But we can still indicate some sort of mechanism for chomping on leaves up here. So why don't we just do, oh, I don't know, a little kind of
Parenthetical comments there.
I like that. Parentheses, yeah. Okay, there they are. Now, the most important part of a longhorn beetle. Can you see that, everybody? We got to have the long horns. So here we go. We're going to go. I think we're going to do candy corn. Who likes candy corn? Will likes candy corn. Imagine candy corn shapes. So we're going to start off, and these things are going to sequentially kind of taper.
What part of
shrink.
what part of the insect is the horn? What is this?
Well, it's the antennas. Technically, it's the antennas. So they use their antennas to feel and sense and smell. their eyesight is pretty poor. So they're using these antennas.
Well,
to
right now
really-
this one has terrible eyesight.
you cannot see anything.
It's no eyes there.
You know what you call a deer without any eyes? I have no idea.
Oh, Jesus.
Any Okay, here we go. So we got these carrots. Let's think of carrots maybe. That's probably more appropriate. People are gardening these days. Candy corn, that would be a bit too wide. So let's think of a carrot stacked on top. I want these things we're gonna do about 10 carrots on each side. Each antenna is gonna have 10 carrot segments. And mine, I think I'm gonna swing mine out, kind of maybe out to the side here, really let them flare out like that. With each one, I'm gonna attempt to make them just sequentially a bit smaller. Let's see if I can do that.
I think if you talk, they'll hear you now.
Justin,
What's up?
I'm a little behind.
Oh, slow it down.
Mom, you can get a private lesson later.
Okay, honey. No, I'm gonna try to keep up here.
Is Jacob there?
Yes, but
He's
I'm
done
the one.
Or he can
What?
be your personal tutor right now.
Jacob said he did this already. Now I have to, okay.
this
How
down.
many of these segments are we doing here?
About 10.
You do it until your hand gets too tired.
Yeah. And once you get crap up, that's enough.
Okay, because you know, I do have the hand cramping up issue.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
6, 7.
Help me count well.
Let's see. 1,
Okay, I
2,
just
3,
muted
4,
your
5,
phone.
6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're even there.
Okay, 9. And this 10th one, what I'm gonna do is
That's 9.
I'm gonna bring it to a point.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Beautiful.
All right, so we've talked about the poor eyesight of this critter. Let's at least just do him the respect. We'll give him the eyes there, but they're not huge. Something else about these beetles, just like a ladybug, they have spots on their abdomen. So we're going to give some symmetrical spots. So if you give your guy a spot on the left side of this protective wing coloring, go ahead and do the same on the right. We want to imagine a mirror image. We want symmetry there.
Now, is this beetle related to a click beetle?
Well, I don't think most click beetles have the long
No, I guess
antenna,
not. Yeah, okay.
but related.
Yeah, all right,
Beetle.
yeah, yeah.
Coleoptera, right?
Yeah, there you go.
I hope there aren't entomologists watching. I'm gonna be lambasted. Okay. And imagine this abdomen has some roundness to it. So if you get further toward the edges of this, what the dots might appear more oblong. So almost like there's some foreshortening going on. So they can almost be drawn as just a dash. All right, you gonna help with coloring on this bad boy, Will?
Yeah.
If you're working with, well, regardless of what tool you're using, if you want to add a little more dimensionality to this, some shading, what you can do is these leg parts, they almost settle into one another like a socket. So if you have this piece here, how could I demonstrate this? So the next segment in the sequence will kind of attach inside. So you can create, that illusion by adding a little bit of shading. You can do what's called a stipple if you're using a pen by creating a series of dots. Can you see those? I'll draw the stipple bigger. So if you just concentrate some dots, that will give the appearance or illusion of a shaded area. So we can do that in here. and then you'll kind of get a sense that maybe there's that pocket going on where one segment is tucked into the next. But hey, we'll get back here with that red
Yeah.
marker because you get to color this.
All right. You want me to do the same thing? Just follow your stippling?
Maybe you could, what if you did linear
Line,
or
okay.
like a crosshatch with the
Mhm.
red to kind of get some coverage with that marker? Don't mess up my drawing. Will and I have a history of working together. We've painted a couple murals in town, and this is more or less the dynamic we have. Is I'll paint something, then he'll come and paint over what I just painted,
And then he
vice
fixes it
versa.
later.
Yeah, that's not true. All right. Well, so my mom, she's watching here. She felt a little rushed with this. How's everyone else feeling? Has everyone kept up with this so far? Oh, let's see him.
I'm
Oh,
trying to catch
yeah.
up. I'm caught up. My pen ran out of ink though, Justin. I have to.
See, that's yours. Show you. He wants to see your.
You want to see mine?
Yeah. Oh, that brings joy to my heart. Look at that.
A little bit of a little.
You've been.
Oh, that's so good. Mom, you're going to give that to me and I'm going to put it on my fridge.
This is not good. This pen is out of ink.
It's good.
That's great.
Say yes to creativity. It's a happy little milkweed beetle. And you can continue, you can do that indication of the shading with the segments on the antenna as well. All right. I was thinking, Will, for the next little activity, should we just do like some kind of like free form something?
Yeah, right. Well, how about we draw a few blobs, just random shapes on the page.
Ooh.
Right now, and those
Okay.
can all become. So actually, no. When I'm not going to say anything more. Let's just
Okay,
figure out
well, all
what this is.
right. I don't know where this is going, but we'll find out.
This is maybe some oblong shapes. It's the perfect time right now. Fill your page with some oblong shapes. This is just a good activity for creativity. Get the juices flowing. If you don't have a beer by you, whatever, it's a good way to uninhibited drawing. And there we go. Fill the page up with your blobs. Okay. That's cheetah spots. We're done. Next, no, wait. What we'll do with these?
Okay. Well, how do we deal with these?
No, I think what we should do right now, if anybody's been thinking about becoming a portrait drawer, painter, anything, this right now is the time to do it because the hardest part of drawing on a face is your nose or your mouth. Right now, we don't have to deal with any of that.
Ooh.
We got masks right now. So all you have to really focus on is eyes, hairdo, ears. So why don't you take this side? I'll take this side. We'll just start filling in masks.
Are these masks?
No, these are heads. These are all heads.
Oh, so maybe what we should do inside these is maybe draw the masks?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And get creative with the masks. I've seen a lot of different style masks out there. Mine's a homemade one. You got the paper ones like this. The ears are gonna be tight on that one. Think about where those ears are gonna be, or don't. Just go for it. This is kind of more the Shredder Ninja Turtle style.
Oh yeah. You're okay. So that's the whole entire.
Yeah. But there's no wrong way to do it. You're doing great, Justin.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just think about, so you can place ears high, you can place low. Maybe this one's in profile. This has got the kind of, this has got the homemade looking mask look, where it jets out way too far. So maybe, yeah, think about ears with this. And I think I'm getting into your side. Sorry. And then yeah, just have fun with it. Maybe make the mask way too big. Maybe make the mask way too small. No, don't do it too small. That's not safe. But maybe just keep, yeah, have fun with it with your weird shapes. Maybe you got some weirder shapes too that you need. Oh, that's not that weird. It's a heart. It's a Snoopy mask. Yeah, have fun with it. This is just kind of a creative juices flowing exercise. And then all you have to worry about is eyes and hairdo and ears. Ears, of course. Ears are important with the mask because you gotta hold up that mask with something, right? But perfect time to become a portrait artist.
I like that idea. Okay.
And play around with different eye placement. Oh, beautiful. You changed the shape of that completely. That's great. Yeah, no, it works. It works. It's cheating, but it's great. There's no rules in art.
I didn't read the instructions.
No, that's perfect. I love it. I don't think I've ever seen a person that you've drawn. You generally stick to the critters. Okay. I got you to draw a person.
This is out of my wheelhouse, man.
This guy's got some eyebrows. And maybe even the designs on the mask. I mean, I've seen a lot of really cool designs on masks. I don't know. You can get into that if you want. This one's going to be all about monster trucks.
Oh, that's fine. Who remembers what Mr. Potato Head looks like? I don't know.
Well, don't forget to take a beer break. Like this is
Oh, for sure.
things,
Yeah.
know? I just don't want you to lose that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, that's a good call. We got the, let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, we're still on the page.
Does this one show up down here? Okay. All right. Oh, who could this be?
Yes, I am. And, I'm having trouble drawing hair on now that I've got all these folks. There we go. Perfect. That eye is way too big. I'm gonna get the other one going here.
What is going on here, Carol? I gotta change this. I feel really committal with a permanent marker. All right. Oh, there's one more.
You get that half, I get this half.
Oh.
Mm,
Okay. I can't see what you're doing.
okay. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I hope you're doing the exact same thing I'm doing because it's gonna need.
We're usually synchronous like that.
Yeah, it's gonna need you working on that side.
Oh, man. Okay. I haven't really decorated any of my masks. They're all kind of boring.
That's all right. That's okay.
Okay.
It's just an idea. Whoa!
Gee.
Getting into it.
Okay, are you ready for the
The
big
grand
reveal?
reveal? Yeah, certainly.
Oh, yeah.
It worked out
What?
perfect.
Two baseball caps. That's crazy.
Same thing. You got the glasses too, right?
Oh, do I? Oh,
Oh,
we can
yeah, of
make
course.
this
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
This could work.
That's it. Yeah. All right, perfect. It's another beautiful drawing.
All right.
That's not how you wear a mask, though.
Picasso, eat your heart out. Okay, well, let's move on.
Here, I'll just take that one off. All right, everybody get a beverage still? Anybody need to go get a beverage? Need a break?
I need a beverage.
Okay, go get yours. Do we want to go back to another critter? We could do another animal.
We could. What you got in mind?
We could do fish. Get off the land.
Show us how to
a
draw
hot day.
fish.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna set it up just like the rocket. We'll go ahead and give it a tank to live in. This isn't a fish tank. This is another, maybe I should use the crayon again. See if this still shows up. Just to give it a space to be in so we can, let's see, just a space to be in. So maybe start with a square there. And then go back a little bit from there. This is going to be a stick of butter pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll let our fish start out. Whoops, get that.
Are you left-handed?
I'm sorry. Okay, so that's roughly a space for the fish to live in. Those lines aren't quite at the right angle, but we'll make it work. Just like with the rocket, we'll give the fish a starting point right in here. Make that ellipse. This time we'll just close it up though. Give that some dimensionality. That's the rough. So fish have a specific anatomy that's important to keep with it. You've got, let's see, I made a list and Justin actually knows about biology. I just looked this up on the internet, so it could be totally wrong. But we'll start with the collar. You there's the collar right where, and the gills will be right there too. And the scales change a little bit from the back. Is this right?
Hey,
This is right.
would trust the website you were
This
looking
is
at
right.
over any knowledge that I might
So
hold.
we'll go ahead and fish mouths.
Wait a
they always-
minute. This still looks like a rocket.
It's a rock. It's a rock. No, so fish mouths, they always look like bummed out on a line, but that's okay. It's just fish lips. And this is where you get the dimensionality. You see a little bit of the inside of the mouth there.
Oh, hey, look at some teeth.
All right. So next part of the fish, this is a weird shaped fish, but that's okay because fish are in all kinds of different shapes. You could start this out with, I don't know, something like this, you know. You don't have, it doesn't have to be a perfect shape to start with.
It's
it's
perfect.
gonna be a weird, it's gonna be perfect no matter what. So we got the dorsal fin. Dorsal is the backside.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and just, you know, a ways back from where this this collar is. Go ahead and let this pop out of the box here. You can imagine like maybe a line for it to pop out. So, and just, you know, just a little mohawk on the fish there. All right. Then from there, we've got a pectoral fin,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that comes out off the side of the fish here. So this fish would have your, up here, we got the same pectoral fin coming off the side. Do the same thing here. Just go and draw anywhere just behind the collar there, a little fin, and then where the fin's gonna attach to it. So that's where all the muscles at in there. Then the fin kind of cruise this rocket ship fish.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I knew it.
All right. So then we got tail fin, and is there another name? Cardial fin? You know about that?
I've always called them tail fins.
Tail fin. So that just kind of on this fish. So fish fins go up and back down. Whales, their fins would go something like that. They go the opposite direction. Ah, that's not right. Something like that. But fish have a vertical fin. So we'll go ahead and just have that come off there. And they kind of be in. Some of them do, some of them don't. You got your veins going through here, structural parts. Let's see. Then there's a soft fin behind the dorsal fin. You got another fin right along the body, soft fin right here. The pelvic fin, which will be, you got two of them right there. You got two pectoral fins too, but this one's kind of hiding. Let's see. The anal fin right back here. Same deal.
Why is it called that?
It's a technical scientific term.
Oh,
Yeah. What do you call it?
I call it the butt fin.
The butt fin, another probably technical term there. All right. And then you can put in, you know, fish eyes. Typically, you've got the scientific eye, you know, where you got Pac-Man inside there. I don't know, something like that. Maybe I like to do just a little cartoon eye. Little nostril there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, how? So what about scales? You started talking about scales.
And this is where I'm going to turn it over to you because I know you do a little bit better at the skills, huh?
Okay.
So. Yeah.
Well, let me think about this. I'm going to give you two options.
Yeah.
So if you have your fish here.
Oh, lateral line. That's what I forgot. That's okay. Go ahead.
So one way we can think about scales is if we want to just approximate and get this done quick and dirty, we can think about crisscross lines. So imagine that fish form, it has some shape to it, some body, some volume. So you're going to make successive parallel lines. Give it a bit of a curve since we're looking at this thing in 3D. It's receding kind of back toward the tail. So you can put a little curvature. And you know, if some of those lines hiccup a little bit and skip, that's okay. That looks kind of cool. So you got one direction of those parallels going that way. We're going to sweep the other way now. And as you move back towards the tail, that's far away from your viewing angle, so you can compress those lines a little bit.
Get them a little closer together, a little tighter. And then you're done, right? No,
Aren't you?
nah.
What would you do to that at this point?
Well, now you bring in the curves, right?
Oh, okay. All right. I see what you're saying. It's like curve.
Yeah.
So with each of those, so you create a little diamonds here. So if you just do like a gentle arc, that'll really suggest the scale of the fish, the overlap. You want to make sure your scales are facing the right direction. Otherwise, this fish is going to be swimming backwards.
Yeah, that works.
All right, and that would, play that out. Gonna take that all the way to the tail. The other approach would be not quite so like systematic, where what you could do is just start behind. You call this the collar?
Collar, yeah.
Collar,
So
okay.
right where the gills are at, yeah.
All right, so just do a series of half circles, I guess.
This is the shingle approach.
Yeah, the shingle approach. And you're just gonna go across like this ball is bouncing, okay?
So every time you're hitting the top of that one, you're alternating, right?
Alternating,
You're
right?
hitting,
Yeah, that's a good point.
hitting the top of each one. So.
And by top, he means the side. All right.
Perfect.
Now, would there be a third approach to drawing scales?
Well, the other thing that I forgot to throw in there is a lateral line.
What's
all
that?
fish
I
have-
don't even know that name.
Well, no, the fish will have these lateral lines, and sometimes they're visible, sometimes they're not.
Oh, these are
you
getting
know.
all wonky. Ah!
That's all right. So this lateral line,
Okay.
usually on your fish, it's gonna run, somewhere in this area.
Oh, right.
And this line allows them to sense things. There's an electrical currents that they can pick up through this line. And those usually are running straight across, but then every once in a while there's fish that have these, And so then if you don't want to draw a bunch of skills, you can kind of variate, change the design through here. There's an illustrator, Charlie Harper, when he draws fish, super geometric, graphic. But the lateral line is so important to him on those. So he'll do.
You keep drawing a heartbeat.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So something like that. Bummed out fish mouth. Bubbles.
No, it just came to mind. It seemed like there's one other scale.
Sure.
Approach to drawing scales is you can think about like a vertical.
Yeah, you're still on the screen there. Okay.
Yeah. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. And then you have, I don't know. And then, depending on, how it's weighted, it might be heavier on this side. But that's another way to approach scales.
and then you just put it on the fish by having the fish down here.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. So there's more mashed potatoes over here, I guess. You got gravy on this side. There's no gravy over here. It's sans gravy on this side. All right, what's next?
What is next? What should we do?
Hey, does anyone want to hold up their drawing? I think everyone can see each other, maybe.
Is that right? Yeah.
Right? Everyone should be able to see
Oh,
each other.
sweet.
No one
Yeah.
can see what you're seeing.
Oh,
Oh.
we're really good at teaching you guys this
Oh,
stuff.
we should do this more often.
Yeah. Nice work. That is great. Cool.
This is my mom's first drawing class, probably since second grade. First,
Never.
never. Oh, geez, I was being
Never.
generous. Never. Okay.
Well,
Well, now you know where to come if you want another art lesson, Mom.
you know,
Okay.
we forgot the legs. There's no place to put the fish nets.
The legs.
The legs on the fish.
Oh, the legs.
no. Okay.
Drawing.
The nudie drawing.
Is it time for the nudie drawing?
We do have a nudie model. Let's see. Let's get the
Is the
curtain
nudie
ready.
model ready?
Let's see if they're ready. We might need to flip this around.
Oh, are we gonna? Oh, I think can we do this?
Can we flip the computer around? Yeah, watch that cord. Okay, behind this curtain, we've got our nudie model.
Are there children in the room?
You might
We
want
meet
to.
parent consent here.
Yeah. Okay. You ready? Ready. They're ready. All right. Yeah. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh, okay. This is our new D model. Brand new.
All right, that is a great nudie model.
Moody.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and light them up.
Oh, light up the
Get
nudie
some
model.
good lighting on there.
All right.
All right. Let's see. And everybody just kind of commit this to memory, or we'll flip back and forth, I guess. So
Okay, we're gonna
doing a
flip around.
3D.
So this is how to draw a nudie model. Is that right?
It's a single D, but it's 3D. So one thing that I like to do when I'm looking at something drawing from life, I'll hold up my pen. And actually, yeah, go ahead and
What
bring
if
that
I
up
come
here.
over here
That works better. That works a lot better.
and I might
Yeah,
just
see
have
that.
to be Vanna here.
There you go.
Oh,
So
can you see that?
you can hold up your pen. Maybe let's give them a little. It's
Background.
not straight on.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's do
There you
something
go.
like that.
3/4 view.
3/4 view. Make it a little bit more dynamic.
Yeah.
That we're not worried about a flat. So hope everyone's okay with this. I know this is kind of a little shocking, but when you're drawing this, this is pretty cool. You can hold up your pen and look at your image. Figure out where your lines are going to be, what angle, and then you can convert that right onto your piece of paper. So we've got a vertical line right here, 2 vertical lines, it looks like. We'll go ahead and do.
Is this good for you, Will?
I'm just drawing off the screen.
Oh, you are. Oh, you
Yeah.
want me back over there?
No. This is perfect. That way they can see it too.
Oh, there's that.
Okay. So hold up your pen. We got one vertical line, another vertical line right next to it. And that's at an angle. Let's see. And you guys can be holding up your pens as well. Doing the same thing. You have to hold it absolutely still. So another angle there. Kind of going in this way. Got our 2 verticals on this far side here. Let's see. We got an, oops, that's too close. Let's see. An arching line going around. There we go. I don't think I've got that proportion quite right, but that's all right. I can blame it on the beer. All right, and just kind of, you don't have to commit to your lines right off the bat, but once you are committed to it, just go ahead and darken that in. Let's see. Now we've got our inside line. Let's see, right about there. Let's see. Cut back. And you can draw along with me, or you can kind of do your own thing at this point. Look, because you got your nudie model right in front of you. Let's see. We'll work on shading a little bit too. Shading with a pen is a little bit different. If some of you are working with pencil, you can do a little bit more.
Oh, look at that new D model. I think we got
some people showing up.
participants already almost finished.
Oh yes, that's beautiful. Nice work. That's a lot better than this one. All right, we're not gonna be invited back for this. All right. Yeah, look at that shading in there. Right on the inside. Make sure you get all that curvature, like beautiful curvature. Right in the, just
You should be
touch
doing
the model.
This is not good. This looks.
I'm impressed.
Well, let's see. Hold them on up. That's great. No, that's perfect. Don't forget the new part. That's important for the joke. And I'll draw. Beautiful. Okay.
Maybe we could put this nudie model on a pedestal or something, just to kind of complete the drawing, complete the sketch.
Yeah, so give it some space. We can do that by just finding a horizon line. And if you want it on a pedestal, you can just drop that. Follow the same lines that you're, something like that. Give it a little shading down below, I know. There we go, something. Flint. There we go.
Oh,
You can erase this one. That one's not a good line.
is that Corinthian?
I don't think I've got the scroll work for that. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah, have fun with it. So, yeah, when you're drawing just objects at home, nice thing to have is one of these. I'll bring it around. One of these lights to kind of shine on your image, just to give yourself those lights and darks to really pull from. Just a good idea. This is just I think this is from Farm and Home. It's for heating up chicken coops, but it also
Okay.
works for heating up your drawing space and lighting your
nudie
images.
models. You
And
gotta
your
keep them
nudie
warm.
models. Yes.
That's
One
important.
for ghost stories. All right.
Okay, well, we told the gallery that maybe we would entertain you all or attempt to for about an hour, and it looks like we're about at the hour mark. So how are we all feeling? Do we feel like this is put our sketching and drawing skills to the test, and we've had a little bit of fun doing so? All right. Okay. Well,
Yeah, we had fun. I had fun.
good. Oh, that's good to hear. That is good to hear. Well, thanks again
Yeah, thanks for showing up.
hanging out with us. And if you all participated and appreciated some of the activities earlier in the day that happened to the gallery, we thank you for that as well. So on that note, let's maybe do a toast, and we'll see you next time, huh?
Cheers. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.